Right here on Sunny 88.7 on the Sunset Drive. We're back to Marriage Unscripted. And this evening, my guest is Flora Sackey, an educationist and a marriage counselor. And we're talking about love languages. Maya, welcome to Sunny 88.7.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Essentially, what's love languages all about? Growing up, I never heard this word. I grew up before I heard love languages.
Yeah, love languages are the way we express love or affection to those who are close, especially spouses or partners, that really make them feel loved. A man was complaining that he was doing everything in the house, fixing things, vacuuming, and then going to the shop, and still his wife was not happy.
She was not seeing it.
No. Apparently, what she wanted was affirmation. She wanted, "Oh, I love you. I like your dress. You look chic. You look wonderful." So, but research shows that there are 5 ways of expressing love languages, and everybody has their unique one. So my love language may be different from yours or my husband's. Or
Is there any problem when there's a difference in your love languages?
Yes, when there's a difference, it's like I speak French to you, but you don't understand French.
My French is bad.
I may mean well, but you simply don't understand. So we need to find out the other person's love language, what pleases them. So you ask yourself, what do I do that makes my husband happy? What do I do that makes my wife excited? Sometimes out of respect or diplomacy, the person may say a quiet thank you. But if it's something really that she likes, it should be like, excitement. You show excitement. Oh, this is beautiful. I like it. I love it. That kind of thing. So we do it so that the other person feels loved, really.
I think one of my bosses, my earlier bosses, said that they went for a couple's retreat.
Yeah.
And they were teaching love languages.
Okay.
And they asked what his love language was, touch. So when they said touch, a lot of people got up. And then when they asked for his wife's love language, it was acts of service. They say he put his hand on his head. It means he has to be working. He has to be working very hard to get it.
Yeah.
I think that sometimes it's how we approach it. And I guess once we are not taught how to do it, how do we, for instance, find out what our wives or our better halves language is?
We can talk over, we can discuss with the other person. So what do I do that you really like? What do you want that I'm not really doing? Or you can study the person. What do I do that makes her feel excited? I really, when I praise her or when I praise him, he feels so excited. When he comes from work and I sit down with him, ask him how the day has been, take interest in his world, he feels excited. So really, what do I do that makes the other person really feel loved? And then what do I do that the other person feels disappointed? Just like the man I quoted from beginning. Yeah, he was doing acts of service.
Acts of service.
I'll do all the donkey jobs, but they don't even appreciate it.
It's very true.
Yeah.
So let's look at, is there any way love languages help with conflict resolution, for instance?
Yeah, so if you are meeting the other person's need, we have deep emotional needs that can be met only in the marriage. Sometimes we be meeting the surface needs. Money, buying food, doing duties, taking the children to school, cooking, this and that. But there are deep emotional needs. So sometimes you realize that a desperate husband will say, I don't know what's wrong with my wife. I do everything and she's still not happy.
So
it means that maybe you are meeting the needs, some needs, but they are not the real needs that she has or expects. So you find out you talk about it, or you just study the person for some time, really. Most people, like I always say that no matter how difficult a person may be, there are times when they are being relaxed and you can get through around them.
Yeah.
So during those moments, however few they are, you find out what really
You have to
makes.
find out. Let's talk about the love languages themselves. What are they?
There are 5, actually. The first one is words of affirmation. That's when normally there are words of encouragement, words of upliftment, words of, saying, oh, Aiko, I like this about you. You do, even I like your smile. Those things that make the person feel encouraged and lifted. Sometimes it's you do this, or you can do this, you are very good here and there, and then the person feels happy. And then anything that doesn't detract from the person, that doesn't make the person feel small, or that is not condescending. It's the words of affirmation, encouragement, noticing the things that they do well. Yeah, sometimes a woman may say, oh, that's why my husband, even if you cut your head, he would never appreciate. But there are little things that make us happy. Talking from the angle of a woman.
Yeah. We get it, baby.
You see, there are certain things. And then our world is made up of the little details of life. Not really...
big things.
Yeah, no big things. That has nothing to do with intelligence, actually. So, let's say my husband goes to work and brings a bar of chocolate. He really doesn't... Chocolate, how much is it? Even 5 cedis, 10 cedis can buy. But to the woman's mind, if he has brought this to me, it means that he's been thinking of me. And that's all she wants. Oh, yeah. So that's the encouragement that it makes you feel good about yourself. Yeah. And then we have quality time. Quality time.
Those who love quality time.
Yeah, there are those who love quality time. Yeah, somebody I know was saying that he used to buy gifts for his wife, not knowing that she rather wanted his presence. He wanted him around her most of the time. Yeah. So to him, he was thinking the gift should please her, but she wanted him around. Yeah. And I would say sometimes a woman may do all the donkey jobs in the house, and as long as you are sitting by her, and she knows where you are, she will do everything like petrol, and she will not mind. But if she doesn't see you, you don't pay attention to her, you don't find out how she feels. That means like you treat her as she doesn't even exist. Then the least thing she'll be angry. Oh, I'm tired. I do this, I do this. Yeah, yes, that is it. So, quality time. So, quality time doesn't mean that you sit around and just stare into each other's face. Maybe you may be doing things together. Maybe we clean this room together. Or we help the children to do their homework so we can have more time. And it's not the time to bring the phone and other gadgets around. Everything.
This phone matter.
Yeah, so it's the time that you put everything aside, not even switch on the TV. Yeah. You just have each other and you talk and talk and talk and talk. Yeah. And these are the things that make the marriage last. Yeah. So we have done 2. Then the third one is gifts. Gifts, giving gifts to the person. And as I said, from the woman thinks that it's not so much the gift as the idea that you've been thinking about her. And then the gifts, and then the touch, as you mentioned earlier, and then acts of service, like lending a helping hand. So you come and I'm cooking. Oh, there are a few plates in the sink. You wash them for me. And
I remember one of my times I was in America with my boss, and he was carrying things from his wife's hotel. And when the wife came, the wife jumped and gave him a big hug.
Yes.
And he looked at me and says, when he's working for her, she
but
really feels
it's unique to everybody. Yeah, we are not all the same.
So he was one saying that his wife loves acts of service.
Yes.
So once he's
doing something for her,
she loves him to bits.
Yes. So you have to know which one is your spouse's preference, and then you do it.
And do it for them. If anybody were to ask you, how important is knowing your spouse's love language, what would you say?
I would say that is very, very important because it meets the deep emotional need. Sometimes we may meet, as I said earlier, you may meet the superficial, physical, but then the deep needs are not met. And so the person doesn't feel truly satisfied and truly content, yes.
And I guess that's what accounts for when maybe you are there with your wife 5 years and she's going like, I don't feel loved in this marriage, or you're thinking you've done
exactly. 5 years cries too long.
It's too long.
2 years at most.
They'll blow up for you to know that this is the problem.
So it's like if you buy the gifts and that is not their preference, so you give it to her. Thank you.
Put it down.
She may not be touching for the next 24 years.
I spend good money on that.
Yeah. So we need to find out from each other or study, the person over some time. What really do I do that makes her excited? Yeah. Sometimes it's just even just mentioning the new dress she's wearing.
Yeah. I mean, I think
that's a very, very important thing to a woman.
I mean, one time the new hair, I happened didn't see it, and I was told, "You don't see my new hair," and that was I was supposed to have seen it yesterday, and it was the next month. So they asked, "You didn't see my new hair yesterday?" I said, "Oh yeah, it's really nice." So it's past. It doesn't count because I didn't see it at the time I was supposed to see it.
Some years ago, a lady was sent to my office for me to counsel her, and I asked her what was wrong. She said, "Oh, she put on a new dress and a new shoe, and her husband didn't see anything." And I said, "Oh." That in my head, I was saying, "Timmy, the papa." How many women get this in Ghana here?
How many women do?
And the man was in a difficult time.
Yeah.
He was a business person, and things were going bad for him. So
he couldn't see much.
No, he couldn't see. And men are also work oriented. So if you hit it at his work, then it's like,
Mommy, let's look at the practical steps or practical advice you would give to a couple who struggles to show love and affection in ways that the partner understands.
In the first, we need to admit that I'm not like the person. I'm not like my husband. I'm not like my wife. So what she finds easy to do may be a bit difficult for me. So you take your time and learn. And sometimes forget about what other people will say, especially the men when friends and maybe relatives come and they see a man doing chores that are traditionally women's feminine. They will criticize him. So you don't look at what people will say, but what will make you feel happy in your own marriage, because you reap what you sow. So, and everything comes by practice. The beginning is always difficult, but with time, if you continue, with time you get used to it, and you do it without even thinking about it. And it solves a lot of problems. Sometimes the solutions are not even spoken about, but the person says that you are making efforts to in this particular direction to make me happy. So she also do other things. And
that works for both ways. So mommy is telling us actually, let's start. First, ask her about it. Look at it. If you can, if you're seeing that she's not appreciating it, find another way. Ask her. And like he says, even the most cantankerous of people, there a couple of days or a couple of hours she lets her hair or his hair down. Find that time and ask that question, and then start small. Mommy, before you go, your last advice to couples who are still trying to figure out, because people have been married for 10 years and still, where am I?
There's a spiritual dimension also to marriage, because marriage was God's initiative, and there are some things that are beyond ourselves. So you have to pray. There are some things that should flow, easily, but because the enemy may be attacking, if you don't pray, it's not easy. And even if maybe I need my husband to do something this way and he finds it difficult, my prayer can move him, can help him, can empower him. So pray. Every marriage should be soaked in prayer.
The power of prayer. Mommy, thank you very much for coming and sharing this with us. I think one thing I appreciate especially is when you talk about the fact that it's not everything that you can fix physically. There's some dimensions that only prayer can touch and touch well. And so I'm sure if you're listening to us, you're thinking, this challenge that I'm facing, let me commit it to the Lord in prayer. I mean, the song says, what peace we often forfeit, what needless pain we bear because we don't take it to the Lord in prayer. Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Many thanks too. Welcome.
This is Sunny 88.7 and it's Love Unscripted. And our guest this evening has been Mama Flora Sackey, an educationist and a married counselor. And I like what she said. You may be hitting the wrong side of the stone. Okay, turn it a little bit and you'll figure out exactly where you're supposed to hit. We'll be right back. Stay tracked into Sunny 88.7. 88.7.